Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This session focuses on tertiary education in Pakistan and language issues. I hope and expect by the end of this session you would be able to understand what kind of language issues are related to higher education in Pakistan and how they are significant to explore in the Pakistani sociolinguistic context. Well, my dear students, when it comes to statistics of, the number of people who reach this higher education level, I would refer to Global Education Digest 2009 PDF that is available on various websites, UNESCO Institute for Statistics 2009 as well. And, according to the surveys conducted by them, it is mentioned that according to UNESCO's 2009 Global Education Digest, 6% of Pakistanis, which consists of 9% of men and only 3.5% of women, were university graduates in the year 2007. So, out of all those who enter into, education, there is a very small number that is able to make up to higher education in Pakistan. And when it comes to kind of gender bifurcations, the number of women in terms of access to higher education is even lower as compared to men. Well, my dear students, I'm sure you are far more aware than me about, these current higher education trends in Pakistan because you are directly, a part of these systems. There are two types of bachelor's courses that are offered in Pakistan, pass or honors. Pass degrees require 2 years of study, and this level of education is generally offered through colleges. However, currently, the stream of bachelor's honors degrees of 4 years are, I would say, more in currency, and they are being more supported to bring Pakistani higher education system in line with the international systems. When it comes to language choices, that is our major point of discussion in this session with reference to tertiary education. The language choices are very, very significant with reference to higher level of education. Since, there are already various language issues existing in the Pakistani socio-linguistic context, they reflect clearly in the language policies and language choices that are related to, this university education, the higher education level stream. Mainly, because of the dominance of English in the linguistic, in the social and in the political spheres, English is used as a medium of education in all private as well as public sector universities. This use of English language as a major medium of education at tertiary level has its own repercussions, because the feeding streams that feed to these universities, they are different schools and colleges. Students come after their intermediate, that is their FA or FSC, or, they come after their BA to these universities as students of bachelor's honors or as students of master's respectively. Now, these feeding streams, these schools and these, colleges, they produce a major number of students, a huge number of students through Urdu medium, where the medium of instruction is Urdu. Now, even the brightest of the students who secure very good marks and who fall on merit and enter into the universities successfully, when it comes to tertiary education, it becomes a huge challenge for the students as far as as well as for the teachers, because being taught through the Urdu medium of instruction, when they are exposed to a purely a strictly followed English medium of instruction, they find themselves unable to cope with the pressures of of comprehension in English language. The natural consequence of that is that the drop out rate of these students is very high, those particularly who come from this stream. On the other hand, because the education system at the university level also is completely different from what is followed at the school and college level, because semester system is followed in universities, and the division of, let's suppose, 100 marks into different components such as presentations, assignments, quizzes, class participation, and then sit down exams is used. So those students who come from the English medium stream, or those also who come to the university from O and A level streams, they have the benefit, they have the social as well as the linguistic edge over the other students, over the other stream that comes from the Urdu medium. So the success rate for them generally is higher, and their adjustability in this context also becomes easier. So when it comes to the language issues at the tertiary level education in Pakistan, there are a lot of problems with relevance to language that need to be reviewed, that need to be revisited carefully, that need to be planned carefully.